Shalom, family. I am Haji Golightly. In the Israelite tradition, I go by Sar Dawid Yehuda. I thank the Most High and give him praise and glory for another day. And I do that in reverence and deference of his only begotten Son. How is everyone doing? I hope you're in a good place, in a good space, in the time that we're living in. I wanted to pop in and share another video. I've been trying to get this done, but I'm telling you, you guys are in for a treat, because I've been given permission by the Honorable Dr. Murray as a response to the video that we posted a week or so ago, where all of the, him and Elder Asa and some of the other brothers, Yirmiyahu, had a chance to share and exchange. It was very well received. The words that were spoken just have a certain weight and gravity. So the elder is allowing me to share more videos, which I'm gonna chop up, where I was privy to go to where he is, and he ask him some questions, and you see the benefit of eldership. And those benefits are a young man can grow and transition much faster in his learning and understanding when he has tutors and those that can help to grow him. Almost in an agricultural sense, that seed that's planted in the ground, it needs a master farmer to be able to cultivate it, to prune it, to direct it toward the sunlight, to give it certain nutrients, to test the soil, all those things. That's what an elder does, as well as that's what patriarchs do, even with other patriarchs. So I'm going to cut from here, and I'll allow you guys to hear just a portion of a conversation where we were discussing the importance of mindset. A lot of our people, we're having a deterioration of our thoughts. We're thinking lesser, more base thoughts that have been given to us by the dominant oppressive system that seeks to gain our allegiance to it and to make us actually enemies of the Father by doing things that he's told us not to do. A lot of people, even in the awakened, even in religious constructs where they may use the Bible, they may use the Quran, they may use whatever sacred text or text they feel is sacred, they still have so many layers of penetration from Western culture. It is an intense, direct exercise in order to remove those layers, in order to get that thinking out of your head, because you're told what to think, feel, and believe by, as Imagina says, the global satanic thought system. And the thoughts that you think often are contrary to that of the Most High. So when Philippians 2:5 tells us to let this mind be in you, which was also in Yahushua HaMashiach. That mind, what was that mind? That mind was the mind of a son who was willing to sacrifice everything, including his life, to do the will of his Father. We are trying to replicate the very same mindset, and that is an ancient mindset. That is not something that comes from modernity. It is not a modern thought. Modern thoughts tells a man to be individualistic, be selfish, and, YOLO, spend everything that you got. Whereas that ancestral, patriarchal, Messiah, and even Abrahamic mindset tells us to be sacrificial. Sacrificial. We're still talking about Abraham to this day because of what he was willing to do to please the Father. We talk about Hamashiach, the Messiah, what he was willing to do and did in willingness to please his Father. We have to be like-minded, family. And if we are, we'll find ourselves in a pleasing position and in an elevated condition where the Father can use us to show forth his glory in the earth. I'm not of the mindset that the Father has completely left himself without a witness. He has men in the earth, and you're going to see He has men in the earth that are still practicing the ancient ways. Everything has not died off, nor has it been diluted. Pure, unfiltered, raw, absolute Israelite tradition. I tend to make a slight distinction in saying like the Hebraic tradition, which there's no throw off at anybody else. People can call it whatever they want to call it. However, we do know that from the lineage that Abraham had many, many other sons. And these sons do not practice the tradition that Israelites practice. Edom or Esau practices his own tradition, yet he's still a Hebrew. So I tend to draw that distinction for clarity, for specificity, to say that which I practice and which we venerate is the Israelite tradition, if that makes sense. So from this, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tap out and plug in the Honorable Dr. Thomas Murray and share a conversation that he had with me. And I hope that you are blessed. I hope that you're edified, and ultimately you want the Most High Yah to be glorified, because that ancient mind is still here today. So if you don't have that mind, you need to tap in and check in with some brothers who do have it, who are trying to live it without excuse, not getting caught up in just the emotionalism, these cathartic releases that's nothing more than just an exercise in futility. I mean, actually living it, where they have fruit in the things that they say. Now, I know that, it's been some contention where, some men has put forth that maybe Elder Murray isn't able to do the things that he says that he does because they have not been to his home. They haven't seen him do it. But hey, you got witnesses that have seen it and can say, yes, it is what it is. So some men get in their feelings, but maybe it's because of that egocentric mindset that you have that prevented you, or it put up a barrier that stopped true relationship from being able to flow. You understand? And that trust to be there, because we're all broken on a certain level, but returning to the ancient mindset helps to heal that brokenness, and specifically a patriarchal mindset. All right, family. Love y'all. May the Most High bless you. And I hope that you benefit from this quick clip, and you will be seeing more of this interview to come. Shalom, shalom. We had a little technical difficulty. Sorry for that disruption, Elder, but you were picking up about the mind.
So if we have to establish that, first of all, we have not been diluted. Mm-hmm. So this is a truth. This is the truth. The same blood that Abraham had, we still have it. Mm-hmm. Now, the mind Abraham had, we don't have that because we've been seduced, or we've been duped to believe that the womb or the mind or the man that had us in captivity is superior to us, and so therefore we traded in, if you will, the mind that made our bloodline, mm-hmm. Which is the mind, in the scriptures of Elohim. Okay. And so why legacy is so important is because when someone is mindful of the sameness through the generations, it says that mind has not believed the new mind that's trying to overtake the ancient of days. Mm-hmm. And so whenever a man start talking about his father expressing the gratitude of the faithfulness of the mother to make sure that that child was in line with that father, so that he then could speak of legacy, could speak of the change not.
Mm-hmm.
I change not.
Okay.
That's a mind that somehow has, escaped these many different wounds we have been in. Egypt, Persia, Babylon. On back, Rome.
Yeah.
And he's now emerging as he was, is, So this is why legacy is so important, and why I referenced your legacy, because it's for you to have the mind you have, because of your reverence, and you did the work of going back and looking at these men. It says that this world doesn't have him.
Okay. They don't have me.
No.
They got me. Now, they used to have me. I know what it's like for them to have me, but they don't have me no more.
Only for a spot, only for a
Yes.
second.
Yes.
Because you're still young,
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And
y'all heard it. Don't say anything other than what he just said. The elder said I'm still young.
yes, he is. and so in the timeline of that which is ancient, it's just a drop. So you're the remnant.
Yes. Hallelujah.
To call the remnant.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be the remnant to call the remnant. So this is why I said I was honored to be here with you, for you to be here. And you're right. Nobody gonna come up here.
Yes, sir. I know that's right. Oh, real quick,